Okay, Island Tea checklist. Took a mouthful of coffee. Give you a time check. 8:14. It's Wednesday, hump day, and I'm here hanging out with my girl Kay. Don't forget, Island Tea is also it's also simulcast on TVC Channel 40. For those of you having trouble picking us up in the Bastille Valley area because of the Otleys level problem, you guys probably would have heard the news, and you know what I'm talking about, right, Kay?
No, I don't. I haven't heard the news. What is the news? Tell me.
There were stories on the news with Congress and so.
The Otleys level. Because I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, I'm in the news, but sometimes I'm not in the news because it's so overwhelming.
I know what you
mean. But I actually saw that. He was showing us how difficult it actually was, and the gentlemen were at work doing what is it they needed to do.
So we await a solution.
Yeah,
and
we await a solution indeed.
I like to be reasonable, so just give them some time and see what happens. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're up to murder number 25.
So we have a quarter of what do we call it? A quarter century?
A quarter of a cemetery.
Oh Lord, that sounds bad.
Sounds bad, right? Yeah.
Very bad. It's sad, and almost we've had one incident this year where a woman lost her life, but almost all of these homicides are our young men, the next generation. Or this generation that's supposed to lead this upcoming generation, I should say. And some of them are for the next generation as well. That's a little 9-year-old. Yeah. And it's just sad that this is what, when is it we had the last one? This is just like a day or two in between? This is not good. This is
not trending.
Yeah, it's a day in between because Monday the other guy lost his life on Sunday, and then on Tuesday we lost another life. So it's a day. This is not good, and this is not going to stop unless we find a solution quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And for those of you wondering, the guy, what's his name again?
Azard Niles Jones.
Yes, Azard Niles Jones. He was. I know it was reported that he was supposed to be a candidate for the PLP.
Yeah, for number 2.
For constituency number 2. So, condolences going out to his family and his colleagues and so on. I don't know what else to say. I'm looking at an article here that says, according to a 2024 Freedom in the World Country Report, violent crime, including homicides, increased in St. Kitts and Nevis through the first half of the year. Well, St. Kitts and Nevis' murder rate in 2023 was 65 per 100,000 people, making it the world's most dangerous country for murder. In 2012, the country's homicide rate was 33.6 per 100,000, which was the 8th highest in the world. In 2011, Bastille, the capital city, had the highest murder rate in the world at 131.6 per 100,000. So what is it for this year? That's what I'm looking to see. Wow. I'm looking to see where they didn't even, I thought they would have started off with that. But the point, just to make the point that these are not the kinds of statistics and indices you want to be part of,
Yeah.
There was a time I say it now and then. It always makes me mad that a lot of times we always excel in negative numbers, like negative statistics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have the fattest women, they say. They say we have, they said the
Caribbean?
But they say St. Kitts is higher than most. So I'm like, why do we have to excel in all the bad stuff, And the thing that takes the cake is people dying every other day.
For no good reason. This is crazy.
And trust me, I don't know what the reason is, but I know no reason is good enough.
None. Because it shows bad. I see this YouTube blogger, right? I see she just was advertising St. Kitts. This lady, let me pull it up. So, and
You
she
mean
speaks.
African tigress?
No, not her. Let me tell you which one it is. Hold on 1 second. You know, every time you're looking for something, you can't find it. Let me tell you. I think it's Amanda Monique Brown is her name. Yes, Amanda Monique Brown. And she said people probably don't know this place exists. She compared us to Thailand. She compared us to Costa Rica and a couple other islands. She spoke about the rainforest. She spoke about the cliffside restaurants. I see she have Petition Hill on display, Carnival on display, Park Hyatt.
Cliffside restaurant? Where is that?
You know Sunset Reef? They have a nice cliffside restaurant.
Oh,
there,
you mean over
yeah.
in Southeast Peninsula?
No. You don't know Sunset Reef? Sunset Reef is over in... Is it Boyd's? Is it Boyd's? Yeah, you have to go down in the back. It's like a hidden gem.
I didn't know
You
that.
didn't know?
No.
It's a beautiful little hideaway.
Did not
Yeah.
know about that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go.
And she spoke so highly of St. Kitts, and people are going to want to come, but when people hear this now...
Is it attached to a hotel?
What? Sunset
Yeah,
Reef?
No, the Sunset Reef. Wait. Isn't there a place called Sunset something over on Frigate the Southeast Peninsula?
No, I think you're talking about Shipwreck.
Sundance Ridge. Whatever.
Sundance Ridge, you are correct about that. That's the housing.
Okay, I was.
That's the big houses.
So Sunset Reef is the name of the cliffside restaurant.
It's a cliffside hotel with it has a restaurant and it's a restaurant and a hotel with few rooms.
Yes, like a boutique hotel.
Boutique hotel. Yes,
Yeah,
you have it correctly now. Yeah.
Oh, so that's the place, the hotel that's down on the seaside.
Yeah.
Down in that area.
Yeah.
That would be considered as number 4, I think.
I don't know because I don't know the boundaries, but it's like in the Boyd's area. Further on, no, Trinity.
So before.
Trinity. Yeah, that's where it is.
Oh well,
That's
I'm
exactly
not even sure
where
if
it
4
is.
is 3 or I mean,
Because I know it has the apartments, so that picture just came back to my mind.
Okay, well, tell me. I knew about the hotel. I've never been there, but
It's nice.
I
You
remember
should
somebody
go.
told me. I was like, "What hotel are you talking about?" Because I never knew there was a hotel, and now you're telling me there's a restaurant. So that's something to go and check out.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else to say about all this. All the blood being spilled.
We need
I'm
we need a very quick solution. That's all I could say. We need a very, very quick solution. Trust me. This is not good. This is not good. I don't want to be at home tonight again or somewhere today and hear someone else lost their lives.
And well, let's. There's really nothing. There's
that we can say or
there's
do at this
nothing we can
moment?
say or do,
Mhm.
except just yeah. Okay.
It's
so-
baffling how we are always lost for words when we speak about things like these.
No, because I mean, what are you gonna say? What is it gonna change? The politicians don't listen. I'm not saying it's entirely their fault. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
as far as reparative moves and so on for the greater good, you don't really get the impression that they listen. So why waste my breath? I haven't had any breakfast. All I'm having is coffee, so I'm not gonna waste my breath.
Oh boy. Well, it is a collective situation. The community, police, politicians, everybody's a concerted effort, a federal effort, because we have these incidents happening on both islands. Maybe it's a little lesser than ours, but the fact that it's a federal thing, it's not good.
Yeah.
You're messing
And-
with our livelihoods, the life of people, unaliving people just seem to be a trend, and it's not a good trend.
Let's take this call. This is good because I really don't know what to say. Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning to everybody.
Hi,
Hi, good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Greetings in Jesus' name
Amen.
to all. Now, you see, you all will not know the answer, you all will not know the solutions, because you all are only looking at things from a non-biblical perspective. The answers and solutions are in the Bible only.
Have you spoken to the politicians concerning what they need to do? Read the Bible, not. I mean, read the Bible regarding the Bible, not read the Bible, to get this sorted out. Have you ever spoken to any one of them?
Well, I do not have the ears of any, but
have you ever
one
tried to get
time-
the ears of any, Greg?
yeah, one time I did say that to the PM, the present PM.
Mm-hmm.
I did say it. I told him that to his face.
Okay.
Yes.
So what in the
And-
Bible? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to ask what is in the Bible, right, that we can put into place at this time to curb or stop, try our best to stop what is currently happening in our tiny federation.
Well, for example, with all due respect, and y'all are here to it, but what I was telling you all yesterday is biblical about guns and drugs.
So you're saying if this young man had a gun, he could have defended himself?
Well, mark a gun, does that make you invincible?
I'm glad you said,
Maybe.
Greg, that's the best thing you said this morning, because I am glad, even being armed, you can be killed, because we've known many armed persons try to defend themselves and were killed.
Of course.
Okay,
Of course. But at
okay.
least you may have,
You may have a
you
chance.
may have some kind of chance.
All right,
And
Greg.
not only that, but if anybody is around, maybe at least somebody could come to your aid as well.
People don't come to AIDS now, Greg. People run the next way, or people
No,
just
the reason
video.
why people don't come to aid now is because people are defenseless.
You really think so? People prefer to video first before they come to
Precisely.
the aid. We live in a
Precisely.
society
I
that
think the
much
chances
people
are
don't really
greater.
care about each other anymore. People are going to film instead of part. People are going to film just to be the first one to send the stuff around because it's breaking news. People aren't going to part and try to prevent that thing from becoming something bigger.
I believe if people were allowed to be and carry arms, I believe you would quicker have somebody come into your aid to help you than as it is right now. Because there are people out there who do go to people aid. There are people who do it. And I think that would quicker happen.
Okay,
To help you.
if people were armed.
That's precisely
But you don't know.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
okay, so I could be armed, right? And I could go and try to prevent the situation, but I don't know who else is armed that's around, that's watching.
Yeah, but
Lying
I
in
think
wait.
people- yeah, but maybe I feel you all might be around at the time. Maybe
Okay.
it ain't just your law. Maybe I feel you and you all might. So, you know
Your
what?
scenario
Let's
sounds
go and
nice,
help
but
him.
that's all.
Because-
That's never the case, and people are afraid to speak.
Well, no. Well, it happened in other places.
Gregory,
Uh-huh.
maybe you need to do like AZ and Shani and Sean. You need to go down Church Street with a placard
Yeah.
with
They
some
happen in other places, but-
with the appropriate Bible scriptures and hold them up. Maybe they'll listen.
yeah.
Maybe they'll read. I don't know.
Yeah, but Jamster and Miss Lady Kortensia, sorry, your name, I have to be thinking, your name does have me, like how I hardly use it, you know?
Okay, great. But Greg, you could
Yes,
use
but-
Carty for short, if Kortensia is too
Okay,
long.
good.
Yes.
Good. But please, don't get me wrong. I am not saying there is any one thing we need to do that would bring the solution. There is no one thing. Let me tell you, all that I would like to say, we don't have the time in the call. So I'm not saying being armed is the single bullet, so to speak. There's other things as well. A public execution, and other stuffs as well need to be done as well. So I'm not just recommending just one thing. It's just that I cannot say everything in one call, okay? So I don't want nobody to misunderstand me. That
But-
I'm saying, oh, this is what would bring the solution. No.
Okay,
It's a path, but there are other things.
Okay, which country that has, as I said, I saw this country that built a federal prison and they picked up like everybody. If you did something or didn't do something, once you look like you were gang related, they picked up everybody and they just have everybody in there. And these cold beds, they have no mattress, they don't have anything. And I swear there's still somebody outside of that has not been picked up that is going to continue to do the same thing. Hi, caller, good morning. You're live on Island T.
Good morning. I'm kind of baffled with Greg his interpretation. I'm trying, not even interpretation. I'm trying to figure out what book is he interpreting. It cannot be the scripture. Because Jesus Christ, the one who died to save all mankind, when Jesus Christ was taken into captivity, the soldiers who went with him, Peter had that idea that Greg had, and Jesus rebuked him because Peter took his sword and took off one of the high priest's ear, servant ear, and Jesus told him that to put away his sword. He told him he don't need his help. Because Peter didn't realize at that time who he really was dealing with. He didn't until after Jesus rose and realized who was among them. But Jesus made a statement. He said, they that live by the sword are going to die by the sword. If you depend on the sword for your survival, you're going to die by it.
Yep.
It cannot save you. And that is why he implemented under the Old Testament capital punishment, because he was showing you the value, the worth of a human being. He said because man was created in his image, and there is no higher authority but his image. And if you take that image, there is no other compensation but to take that person's blood or life, but it was done by the government authority, not individual. So, I mean, I don't understand his narrative of walking with the Bible in one hand and the gun in the other.
Exactly.
You know, I had a painting in my house here. It said choices. A Bible, a sack of cash, and a gun. You have to make a choice, but you can't carry all of them.
Exactly.
You know, I think, Greg, the more you come up with that narrative, the more people are going to look at you different. You don't have to walk with the sword and with the Bible.
No.
The Bible itself is a sword, a two-edged sword, as the scripture defined it. It cuts and separates you. You are separated. You do not come and bring those kind of narratives to the world, Greg. I'm sorry, I've never called to condemn you, but the more I listen to you, I see you off. And I now realize why I heard you speaking some time ago. And inside that, I have to spend some more time speaking directly about you instead of what taking place in the country. But saying that you do not go to any of those gatherings because all of them have their issues. And the Bible also warns about that, Greg, that you must not forsake the assembling of the saints. You know? But I'm very sorry to hear what is taking place in St. Kitts. I go back again during the community administration where nationals across the Caribbean who I'm familiar with would make statements and even post on social media at that time that they wanted the country to be like St. Kitts and Nevis because the crime rate had fell so drastically and maintained a low crime rate for a long time. Now you feel so sad. You don't even know. I mean, you don't even want to look at the news anymore. I mean, you have Antigua, I believe, is at 10 murder.
Yeah.
Still too many.
Yes.
But St. Kitts and Nevis, you know, it is so sad. And every time I turn on the news, last night I looked at and somebody there was showing another murder. It's really sad. I recall when I first came to New York City, when I think it was during the Dinkins administration, and crime was out of control in New York City. And Giuliani had to take some drastic measures and help bring crime under control. And it's always our people in charge, and our people that are killing each other. It is so sad. I hope that we'll have a quick turnaround. And I believe that the people, the political opposition, the PAM and whoever, I hope that more people will go and demonstrate for the right cause, against the crime, and the government will come and sit down and see if we can have a discussion how we can come together. We can continue listening to this show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Good
take a
morning,
break.
Carl.
Thank you.
Yes, let's take a break.
Which I just said.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Edinburgh Napier University, the #1 modern university in Scotland, is now recruiting for their September 2024 intake and is holding an information session at the TVC Caribbean Conference Centre, located at the corner of Wilkin Street and St. Johnson Avenue, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. on August 27th. Edinburgh Napier University's programs, which include the AACSB accredited MBA and BA Business Top-Up for associate degree holders, are 100% online, 100% flexible, and 100% relevant. Reserve a place at www.seidegrees.com. That's www.seidegrees.com.
Let's go, Dad. I want to be early for school.
Is that my cologne? Didn't I give you money to buy your own?
I deposited that money on my Sure Start account from CIBC Caribbean. Dad, look how much I've saved. In another 10 years, I'll have money for...
Let's go. With time, you'll have enough to buy your old man a sports car.
Teach your children to save for the future. Open an account that grows with your little one. Choose Sure Start from CIBC Caribbean.
The CPL is back for 2024, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots are ready for the fight. This year, it will be the best ever CPL, with global superstars, massive sixes, and incredible entertainment at the biggest party in sport.
There are 5 games between August 31st and September 8th.
Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at Warner Park. Turn it up and experience cricket played louder.
And we are back. It's 8:37, and you guys heard what I was saying just now, right?
I technically didn't because I had my stuff
okay.
down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was looking at something because
Yeah,
I
I was
need
thinking
Greg to
out.
read Matthew 24.
And it's funny, that caller, I don't know if he heard most of the caller, right?
Me too.
Azard. Yeah, no, I mean,
Yes,
Azard,
yes.
Yeah.
It's funny.
When he
All
called
the
him
time,
as a...
yeah, all these months Gregory calls and talks about this stuff. I never once thought about the turn the other cheek thing as a counter to Gregory, and the guy is right, because I say, I should have thought of that before. But I'm sure he's gonna call and
Gregory's
push back and
train of thought sometimes, it's his own, but it's different, and it's very sad. It just came not too long ago, but yesterday we got some news. The whole nation got news of the killing of a very young man, Milk. It's very sad. At this point in time, so many persons, so many families are grieving, and many families continue to grieve. The number of homicides have increased, and just on Monday, myself and the political leader of the People's Action Movement, we were on the streets on Church Street, and I think sometimes people get the message wrong. and so I want to clarify, is that, and these are few persons. The majority understood what we were doing. But these are there are some persons, and some of them you think are major supporters of the Labour administration. And they create the narrative that we are blaming the government for crime.
Callers, because AZ has to, I'm going to let him speak, and then we'll take your calls. So I just want him to get, because we didn't even really get to talk about Monday and so on, and then, we had this other murder and all that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they are supporters of the Labour administration, and that says that, the People's Action Movement is politicizing crime, and that's not it. And we're not saying that, crime isn't the all of society approach, and we're not saying that there isn't a breakdown in the family structures and that parents too should be held accountable and the like. What we're saying is that we have seen an increase in the number of homicides, and we feel and continue to feel that the government is far too silent on crime. We believe that it's a handful of individuals. Government has the resources. We elected the government to serve and protect the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and to use the resources of the state to serve and protect. And so when persons feel as though the government isn't doing enough or sounding enough, then persons feel confident to continue doing what they're doing because they feel as though they won't be caught. They feel as though nothing will be done. And so we are acting. And of course we have met and we have been discussing numerous solutions, things that we can do as well. But that's not to take away the fact that government also has a responsibility to ensure that its citizens feel safe and secure.
But at this juncture, Azard, what do you think what are some of the steps we can take to ensure that this stops?
Well, from what I gather, and I always say what I gather because I'm not inside the police force, I'm not inside government, I don't have the information that they would have, I don't have the resources that they would have. But from an outside perspective, it really seems as though these killings aren't random. Doesn't seem to be random killings. It seems to be that something is happening. Some of it seems to be retaliation. And so it's for intelligence to be used, whether regional, I think sometimes, whether international. We have ministers, and ministers travel for various reasons. And I think it's by time we look at what can be a regional approach in terms of looking at the fact that, the Prime Minister currently is the chairman of the RSS.
The RSS is on the top of my brain, trust me.
We have a situation where persons are dying, people are fearful. And I think that it is time for the government to lead on the initiative. Of course, we all can do what we can. But at this point in time, considering that we're from a lot of us, we can do, but government controls majority of the resources. Government has the inside intelligence. Government has the resources for technology. We don't control the CCTV. We don't have control of the footage. We don't have control of implementation of certain key crime fighting initiatives that could be employed. We can do what we can, but it is for government to lead and present a plan that we can follow and support. And I look forward for that. We wrote in January to seek an audience. Based on what I've been told, there is to be a crime symposium.
Man, that's January? That long? Wow, that was... Okay.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year we wrote because we said that there were 31 homicides for 2023. And we said that, if it is enough, we asked to meet because they're the one with the intelligence. We don't have it. We don't understand at the time the inner workings. They would spoke about the Elevate program. And so at the time, we didn't have information as to how it's being done, how it's being run, what resources. And so we asked for an audience with them to see how it's being done, how can we help. Because if they have the resources, they put it out and said, these are the things that we're doing. How can you assist? I think it has to be a government-led initiative. There might be persons who disagree with me, but I will remain holding my point. The government controls the majority of resources. You see that statement when we saw the video with the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. We saw him with the police high command. We saw him there speaking. And of course, the police has to do what it has to do, and people have to cooperate. That's why when persons talk about tint, and it might sound simple, I'm not against the police when they enforce the tint, because just the other day I was sitting in my vehicle. There was another vehicle, heavily tint. You couldn't see what or who was inside. At one point in time, I said to myself, and I'm just saying, you know, what if someone wanted to target an individual and they pull up and you can't identify what they're doing from their vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So as simple as tint might sound, why the police bothering people with tint? Tint can be used as a mechanism in vehicles to transport agents of crime and criminal activity without detection. And so we have to think about an all-inclusive approach. Of course, we have to look at the family, because these persons often come from broken homes. You understand? And their parents too, and we know it, that the child could do no wrong. The child could do no wrong, and so no matter if their child is involved in something, they're doing their best to evade police, to assist their children. And so we have to all look at the problem, because I saw a message yesterday, and the message was very heartbreaking. It seemed to be a father who said that, well, his son was traveling on the road. And I don't know if it's true or not, because so many things happened yesterday, but a message was being forwarded. And let me read the message, because I read it and I thought to myself, wow. Let me look for it, because it shows how anything could happen to any one of us at any point in time. You understand? Any point in time, anything could happen to any one of us. And the message basically, let me see. Let me see, I'm looking for it because it really touched me.
This person was in an accident?
No, this person was, when you're trying to look for something at this thing. Okay,
yeah,
so
exactly.
This person said, my last son, Mr. Benjamin, was traveling through Keys tonight, and one of the stray bullets smashed his car glass and hit him in his neck. He was talking, and he was rushed to the hospital where he is undergoing surgery. Wow. And he says here, police officer Edward Benjamin's son. And again, so many things happen, and so many messages are being forwarded. You understand? And sometimes we wonder whether or not. But this is a message that was forwarded yesterday. I have not confirmed whether it is true.
So this
or
didn't
not.
happen when the homicide happened last night. This happened before?
No, it seemed to happen. Based on when it was sent yesterday to me, I got it around 11 something p.m.
So this is something else?
And it seemed to have happened during the time of the incident. Again, I have not confirmed whether or not this information is true.
I don't even know what time that, because
But so many things have been sent. And if this message is true, because I said before, I haven't confirmed, but if it is true, and just reading the message, it shows that this thing is serious.
Very serious.
Very, very serious.
Because I don't even know the time.
You want to take the call?
Sure, yeah.
847, call or go right ahead, Island T.
Thanks for waiting.
Thanks for waiting.
Yes, good morning, Island T.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jam Down. How are you?
Yes.
Good morning to the good people. I think it's movies. Azard,
yes.
First, I voted it. I voted bad. But first, I want to congratulate the effort of you and your leadership upon bad.
Yes,
I'm sure we will see some more positive move and working together to get the rid of the scourge. Now, what we have going in this country, the element culture. Culture put us, Joseph here, put us here to be the main opposition in this country because we ain't got none. God bless Joseph Hill from Jamaica with music, inspiring me on culture. Hail the culture, hail the man. And what I want to tell you, Azard, is that what's going on in this country, we're living it. If I was in town, I will come and give support to what went on down there. Monday or Tuesday, Azard?
It was Monday.
It was Monday. But you see, we don't want the way them policies, this rule nothing, you know. We want when things like that happening, they go on the air, so the country could hear. Who want come, who don't want come, no come. Get it serious. That young man, Milk, he had the drugs. He don't keep certain company. I know him from a little boy. And we're going to work with that, so you know. Have a good day.
Thank you for your contribution, Jamdam.
Thank you. This seemed to be a post by Mr. Kevin Ninky Williams, and it's here saying greetings, and he forwarded to me. Greetings, sad, so sad, very sad. You're hearing the cries of parents, children, friends, and loved ones of the victims daily. The void and heartbreak seems senseless. These senseless murders are causing. You will hear, oh, the government this, oh, the police that. What can we do? What they are not doing. The wicked hearts of these ruthless murders need cleansing. These evil men and women have no regard for human life. The sad thing about it is that society knows the culprits and even accepts and glorifies them. So what do you expect? This endemic is a danger to society and must be eradicated. This type of behavior is destroying the backbone of our society. We need a community approach to this problem. Our society must fight back and take control of our communities. I'm calling on all sports teams, coaches, clubs, associations, schools, churches to come together on Friday, 23rd August at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. The entire island and walk through their community to plead with the dark-hearted souls to put an end to this violence. This is urgent and must be impactful, all society approach. Let's try something else. This is from Ninky, Kevin Williams.
I see a post here from Perspective Media, and it says, I'm going to do it in the dialect. Me have a little boy asking me when me I go come home from being away for less than 2 weeks. Can you imagine those ones whose father not ever come home? Heartbreak emoji.
It is. It's devastating. It's sad. Yeah.
Just had a call there, but here we go. Island T, go right ahead. 8:52.
Good morning, the three great people.
Good morning,
good morning.
Culture. How are you?
How are you, Culture?
I'm good, man. Culture is good. Good morning, my brother Jam Dong. Brave soldier. No, brother, I feel so broken up that no surgeon could put back the broken parts in my body. Lord, how they were. Now, every farmer who plants food in the earth, they expect the food the seed them to germinate and the tree grow. And if they do not want the tree, they will kill it while it's young. Like Bob Marley say, every seed plant, they kill it before it grow. And who want to abuse, let abuse. I have my conscience, and my conscience will be my guide. My conscience dictates for me until the end of time. 1993, a leader of this country said on a Sunday night meeting, don't send your all children to school tomorrow. Bring them to town to take out Simmons' government. Take out. Those were the words. And what happened that day? Battle and stone, Lego down Church Street. I see the leader of the country that time, Dr. Simmons. When he get a chance, he run across the road and he run in government headquarters. Battle and stone going down there. That was the seed of violence planted. And now the tree is bearing fruit. it is hard to control in certain ways. The only way to stop that is a change of heart from God to those perpetrators who are doing these crimes. But again, politicians they like to wear extra large t-shirt, because inside the extra large t-shirt you got XXX. That is what politicians like to see, X. Over the years, me and others, we've been calling on them and say, listen, when somebody shed somebody blood innocently, shed back the blood. Hang them. If you don't want to hang them, choke them with a needle. If you don't want to choke them in a needle, shock them. But they must go. The Bible says, he who shed one blood innocently, his blood supposed to shed too. But nobody taking on that. And they say our country is independent. And right now they don't planning the calendar to celebrate next month about independence. Our country is not independent because we cannot do as we like here. To correct wrong, these things are keeping away people from coming and spending the money, investing the money in the country. So they can study you and let those people outside tell them what to do. Well, I am calling on the Chamber of Commerce, Christian Council, Evangelical Association, the Bar Association, all kind of association, come out, and mothers who lost their children and fathers, and those mothers who haven't lost any children yet, put all your foot on the street and demonstrate, tell them, listen, it's time to grab the bull by the horn. This nonsense got to stop. Every time a Labour government in office, look at the amount of murders we're having. Eh? I ain't saying it's them killing, but look at the amount of murders. Anyway, somebody else might want to come in. Thank you all very much. Good morning, me brother Jam Down. Heal up.
Thank you, Culture.
Thank you.
Okay.
Someone just sent me a message on WhatsApp that says, good morning, Azard. It is sad that I woke up this morning to another murder. It is a few, well, in just 2 weeks. Where are the voices of rage from the Prime Minister, the Attorney General, and the Commissioner of Police? They should have been in the radio first thing this morning, stating their outrage and discuss about all the senseless killing. It is time to root up the place. Every house should be searched. I am disgusted. That's a comment from someone who sent me just not too long ago.
Another call.
We have another caller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caller, go right ahead. Okay. You can always call back.
There's something.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
There's another one. Caller, go right ahead. Island T.
Yes, good morning, guys.
Hi, good
Morning
morning,
to you.
Kuro.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm feeling just, I can hear in each of y'all voices how down y'all are in spirit this morning. And honestly, this morning when I cry out to God, I tell God I'm not even going to cry out for anything for myself. I'm going to forget my problem and cry out for my country. Because it's not sounding good on the outside. It's not sounding good. It's not feeling good in the heart and soul. To hear so much senseless killing, people, lives are being lost so senselessly. And I ask God, what could cause all of this? What are they killing one another for? What is it? Because they're not rich. They don't have the money. Territory? What is it really? And honestly, I did not get an answer of what it is. But only God knows. I think I pray and ask God to touch the heart, the mind of man, because when everything takes place in the mind, the evil starts in the mind, the plot, everything starts in the mind. So I pray that God will touch the young men of SK and around the world, the mind of men, of people. You know, it is just so sad. You know, sometimes we say stuff and people look at it as joke. I can remember when during the campaign, during the election time, I was on Facebook and I watched this man from Jamaica. He named L.A. Lewis. I look at him a day on Facebook in a cemetery, in the burying ground, with a whole bunch of paper in his hand. And he said boldly, a party in St. Kitts pay me to do what I have to do for them to win the election. And I said it couple times on this station, I asked the question, is the payment the soul of Sinkits people, the young men of Sinkits? Is that the payment? Because everybody know what L.A. Lewis dabble in. He don't hide it. If you look at his finger, he tell you all those wings. He got God wings. God wings. He tell you he sell them. So he don't hide what he do. And the fact that he calls Sinkits name in his mouth and say that a party paid him to do what he have to do for them to win the election. I keep asking, is the payment the soul of the young people of St. Kitts and Nevis? Yeah. My God. I pray God will step in and help. And you know, Azard, I give y'all the kudos for going on the street. But you know what? When y'all was on the street, the mothers, the fathers, the brothers, the aunts, the people should have joined you guys. And no matter, I don't care what party you support, because all blood is red.
Yeah.
And people should have joined you guys. And y'all need to organize. Go out with a blowhorn. Tell the people, come out. We going in town.
Yes.
You see, Culture just quoted what Douglas said when he wanted to get Simmons out. Come in town and we going to put them out. Well, it's time to blow the horn and tell the people, come in town. We're going to stomp the ground to stop this senseless killing. It's not sounding good for the small island. Think it is too small. It can't be territory they're fighting for, because we walk into one another, we butting on one another. That's how small we is. What territory? Yes. My God, may God help the country and help the people. And my heart goes out to the family this morning of that young man and all those that are gone, just a couple weeks in between. Y'all have a good day, guys.
You too, Cleo. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys. It's 9 o'clock. We have the prodigal farmer is back.
Yeah. he has returned.
Yeah. So we're gonna have farm report right after these words.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Watch the trail of the insects stop when you spread them with pop. Flying, crawling, insects are falling when you spread them with pop. Nothing comes close to pop. Pop, the Caribbean brand. Pop, the #1 brand. Pop, the baddest in the land. Nothing comes close to pop. When the root bugs get in your way, pull out your pop and give them a spray. When you want insects to stop, nothing comes close to pop. Pop, the Caribbean brand. Get serious, get pop.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Well, it's time for Farm Report. It's 2 minutes after 9 o'clock, and like I was saying, our wayward prodigal farmer is back. Troy Flanders. Troy, no, I'm just playing.
Yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good.
I better watch what I say, because then I don't want to stop getting watermelons.
Oh, well, you almost look here now. If you look outside, you might find one.
Wow. You come in at quite a time, Troy.
Yeah.
What's up, man? The airwave this morning, we were just talking about the number of homicides. You know, it's a sad time in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
It's good to be back in the studios of WINNFM. And I'd like to say a special good morning to all our listeners, all who tune into the Farm Report. We are back. Truth be told, we didn't went anywhere. It's a sad day in the nation, and I, for one, is grieving I'm mourning for the nation of St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, it's a sad day. Every murder here is one too much, and I think it's time for this thing to come to an end. This is something that's been going on for years upon years, and it seems as if like it's getting worse. So, as a farmer, I would like to see people stay alive, because that's more people I have to feed.
Yeah.
You know, so if the thing is that if they keep killing one another, I got less people to feed.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing about it too, crime affects the entire society. It affects productivity.
Right.
If people are hurting, they can't function in their roles at work. If families are hurting, families make up the labor force.
Right.
And so it trickles down to everyone. It trickles down to everyone. If the international community sees St. Kitts and Nevis as a place that is unsafe, whereby the criminal elements seem to be in control, then what does it say in terms of our products?
And you know, we depend heavily on tourism.
Yeah, we do.
And then if it starts to affect the industry, that means the restaurants won't be opening.
Yeah. And, you know, we could make it even closer to home, as you said. Supermarkets, you know, won't be as open, and we see that they have been targeted approach to supermarkets.
Yes.
Robberies, and if supermarkets close sooner, then it means that farmers who rely on supermarkets to sell their produce will be affected.
But it's sad, and I'm making a plea to all who are thinking of doing evil. Please go on your knee and pray to God, and let it guide you in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Please think about your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, because when you look at this thing, it's either the jail or the cemetery. And nowadays days, it seems like everybody now end up in the cemetery.
Yeah.
So it ain't worth it. It doesn't worth it.
Mm-hmm.
This criminal life, is a bitter ending.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. No sector of society will benefit from that.
Yeah. Troy, you know, I know it's farm report, but because it's so much, I think persons woke up this morning, went to bed with heavy hearts. I see, you know, how many messages came to my phone. So many persons talking about this situation. So many messages, Troy. It's really, really...
Well, while we're dealing with the crime situation, the farmers are also hurting.
Yeah.
Last week, Wednesday, I wasn't here because it was the day after the storm.
Mm-hmm.
And like you find during the course of the week, now you start to see the effect of the storm. And farmers farm.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to one farmer who lost a whole crop of watermelon. I myself suffer from that, you know, from the storm also. So it's just like a dull time in the Federation. Seems like dark clouds are just over this nation. And I think we need prayer. We need to. I'm not the most praying person, but but I think we need prayer. And you find week after week I've been coming here,
yes,
and I'm a little reluctant to speak on certain topics.
Yeah, why is that, Troy?
But I think for some reason I might have been a little, quote unquote, maybe censored.
Yeah.
And there are certain people who feel like...
But when you say censored, could you expound?
Well, that's the most I will say about that. There are certain people who feel like certain things I shouldn't be saying.
But what have you said that has been of such a...
Well, we sit here week after week, and
Yes.
I don't think that your bosses get no calls say that we have been slanderous or libelous towards anybody with telling no lies or anything. I didn't think they get no call on that.
If that was so, there would have been a lawsuit already.
Something. So, I come here week after week and I speak nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
And, the truth sometimes offend people who are not truthful.
Or who don't want the truth to be heard.
Well, the truth will be heard. Things will come out. And I can't sit here week after week and not do what my heart tell me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
I cannot hear the cries of the farmers and give a deaf ear. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As you realize, the farmers out there, they are hurting. And I when I listen to something that I see circulating right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I listen to that, I say, well, I have to go there today and speak on it. Because I think just like the criminal activity, enough is enough in the farming community also. We are losing enough money. Most farmers now probably on the brink of bankruptcy. I could speak for myself. I may be done there, right? And it's not because I'm a lazy person. It's not because I'm not putting in the effort, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Yamson, you listeners could listen to the plight of this farmer and tell me if I shouldn't speak on his behalf. Be honest with me and tell me, well, try, you shouldn't take up the cause.
Let's
Because
hear
X,
what
Y,
the farmer has to say. Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Rasmago, Isaac of Tank Valley up Cairn, and the farm here Brighton, next to Diagonal Windsor University, and the mountain side. Here we are, man, being a watermelon patch. 1.5 acre of watermelon. Can't get them sell. They just here on the ground. Look them on the ground. We move back some to that. Minister Duggan, I give out seed and seedling to farmers, even non-farmers who can plant. No market, no market. Look at what's going on here. Pure waste here, total waste now here. No market here for these things. Plenty melon, no market. How farmers going to get by? How farmers going to get by? If you give out things, man, you got proper market. You got the resources, set up storage area for these things, man. You got the resources, even farmers ain't got the resources to do so much things. Even land preparation, I cannot. You know what I mean? To get the land prepared in order. It's such a serious cost. And when you don't produce now, no market here for your produce. Look at this. Look at this. Plenty problem in the place, man. And I ain't hearing the voice of the consortium. Yeah, the 25 by 25. I tell Minister Duggins already the 25 by 25 is a nothing change. See here, look at it. 25 by 25. For these fruits on the ground. No market, absolutely no market going on. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. I could do better than that, man. Come on, guys. Let me get it right. Farmers are perish, man. And I ain't here in the consortium. It look like they put the consortium in the packet. The consortium turn off the volume. When the consortium was talking, the things was better. Look at this waste, man. Where is the consortium? Help farmers, man. Farmers need help. Suffer, we suffer after doing so much hard work. I don't bring no chemical to the farm. It's natural farming. All this whole half acre land you got this melon in right now is action hope. Action hope. Not even MPK I don't bring to the farm. I don't bring no poison, absolutely no poison to the farm. Natural farming I do. Come on man. This can't be right. This can't be right, man. The 25 by 25. Look here, see here. Look at this. This is what happened. They just a bus, pop. Busing out from the land. Nowhere they'll go with them. Me house up there full. I can't take no more there. Come on, man. Me vehicle on the full. And carry back home a load tonight. You know what I mean? The little cable I got down, they can't take the volume of melon, man. No way there. I go to the Department of Agriculture, they say they can't even help me with a pound. Not even a pound.
Well, to the farmer, I will advise him to take all his melon up to the department and leave them up there and ask them to compensate you for it. I mean, it's thousands and thousands of pounds of melon the guy have there. Can't get 1 cent for them. And you go into the major supermarkets and you see imported melon. So it's something have to
That's
be
wild.
wrong.
That's wild to me.
Something have to be wrong. It's either that I mean I keep saying it and I get in lashed for saying it, but I don't keep saying it because what I'm saying is the truth. Is either that the ministry is not communicating properly with the importers, and the importers just don't care. They do what they want if they want any time. Now the guy make mention of the 25 by 25, and I keep saying it that the 25 by 25 are dead on arrival. Right? You produce watermelon, which is supposed to be part of the 25 by 25, and you still have imported melon on the ground. So how will that impact the 25 by 25? How will your import reduce? If you have melon here knocking there, you have no need to import melon in St. Kitts and Nevis. None whatsoever. What melon going around right now? I myself suffer thousands over. I guarantee it was more than, if that guy had lost 10,000 pounds, I sure lose maybe 1.5 that. I grieve me heart when I see pickup load coming in my farm, going to the pig pen, you know. And some people say, oh, why you not reduce this thing? I went to the selling melon in $4 a pound. Just that so much melon there. And the market just could only take so much. And it's paying for the farming community. And when we keep talking, the people don't want to hear you come here and say certain things. Because just exactly what he's saying is what we've been highlighting all along.
Well, how come he's saying, Troy, that the consortium is quiet? Is that even true? Because you just missed a couple of weeks. I don't think you're quiet.
Well, he probably saying that because at the moment of need, he hear the consortium voice.
Okay.
And that's where it starts that for maybe about 2 or 3 months I've been asked to tone down.
Oh, okay.
Been asked to tone down. Don't say certain things to offend certain people.
Really?
Well, that's why by long too. I was asked to tone down. Right?
I don't think that.
How do you fight for cause by toning down?
I don't think that some people understand the pressures that are placed on some of us who speak out, you know. I don't think they understand.
Well, I mean, some people actually afraid to say, look at me and talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
When I walk in the street, some people say, try like the job we're doing, and some people say, boy, you try to do this, and you try to destroy this, and you try to do that. So, and both ends are getting it. They go down and
they're right, you know, we can't live to please people, but we still have to do what we have to do.
Is something going on that is not adding up. I don't think that the Ministry of Agriculture is getting its full support from the administration. I don't think so. Right now, the Ministry of Agriculture is giving away things left, right, and center. Mm-hmm. Right? But the question you'll ask, you hear the guys say they're giving out seeds and things to farmers and non-farmers. Is it a case of putting the horse before the cat? Because you're giving out seeds. Within 2 months, you should expect fruits. Where you going to put them when you bring them?
Yes.
Huh? Where are you going to put them?
And this is the thing, oftentimes, and then, as I said throughout my speech, my message is consistent, that government has the vast majority of the resources. And government is put there to assist persons in terms of ensuring that there are policies in place, because government is a policy-making branch, to put in policy and enact laws that would facilitate, the smooth running and operations of many of these sectors.
Okay, let's take some calls. 919 Farm Report. Caller, go right ahead.
Hi, good morning, Farmer. Good morning, James.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to say condolence to the family who have lost their loved ones. And I do hope that concerning the matter with Cain killing his brother Abel will stop. And he who sheds man's blood is expected that his blood will be shed, and his blood will be cried out from the dust of the earth. And he will be a vagabond as long as he lives. You cannot kill your brother. No white man is coming here to kill us, no Indian, no Chinese. We are killing ourselves. And we need to stop like yesterday. Concerning the issue of the farmer, I will make my contribution, and I will eat lots of watermelon because I understand it put lead in the pencil. So I recommend lots of men should go out and support the farmers and buy watermelon. Saying this, I will go on to ask the question, what have you done to find market outside of St. Kitts? I'm fully aware that once we had market in places like St. Martin, in Justacia, and places like Anguilla, and Tatola, and the BVI. I think we used to even send peppers and so on to St. Thomas. That might be difficult because it's a U.S. territory.
Hello? Is the caller still there?
Yes, I'm here. So I do hope that for some reason or another we would use outside market because our market is small, as big as it may seem to be, and to consume so much watermelon, farmers need aiding and helping. So if we could get some of those to ship out of St. Kitts and find a market in places like St. Martin and Anguilla, Tatola, that probably will help. Just a suggestion and a recommendation. Continue to have a good day, folks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, caller.
On to the next caller. Okay, that hopefully we'll get some others.
Okay, but I hear the caller, and it's easier said than done. You might send off some.
Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, good morning again.
Good morning.
So the farmer, I saw that video with the guy talking about his watermelon also. And my suggestion was doing it the old-fashioned way, going to the village and sell. But like Troy said, he sell at least for $1. But, the thing about the supermarket having the imported watermelon, do they know those things ain't no good? Those seedless watermelon we should not be eating. They have Bill Gates right now is buying up all the farmland here in America. And they have a thing now where they call RNA. And it's a resistant crop. You can engineer the seed to search and destroy a certain type of genetic composition. That's what this seed, this engineering crop, what they're doing supposed to do. So imagine if you can put a seed to do that. Isn't it wipe out people you want to wipe out people? I mean, he did state that the world is overpopulated. It's time to get rid of some people. These seedless stuff are no good. And think it's people should be wise. You have those stuff that coming from the soil. Why would you leave that and go for these stuff for coming from overseas, knowing that the amount of chemical that they have to put on them to maintain them, to ship them? You know, do you know what these things go through? Come on, people, I'm thinking. Don't stay there and instead of, if you realize, right, remember back then in the Caribbean, cancer we used to say was a white people thing. Cancer was not so prevalent in the Caribbean, but now do you realize it's booming? Don't you think it's the chemical and the food and all this stuff? Nowadays, when I go to the store to buy a chicken, I look at the size. If the chicken is overgrown, I don't want to buy it because it's so scary because, you know, they pump that chicken up. Come on, people. Support the farmers locally. Support the local farmers. Leave the overseas crap alone. I live here, and when I go in the store, I try hard to find the organic. I try hard not to eat Bill Gates seedless stuff because there's no good. Have a good day, people. People think it's to support the farmers.
Thank you.
On to the next. Wait, we have another call. It's 9. Okay. I'm sure we'll get.
As the caller rightly said, there should be some form of outrage, though. Just see.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. A few farm reports ago, programs ago, I was told that the consortium, because I asked you all on the radio, you all should look into Cosroy Tweed issue, and you all promise you all going to do it and reveal whatever. Has the consortium looked into Cosroy Tweed issue, and what have you found? Is he telling the truth? Is he lying? Is he giving a mixture of both? What have you all found? Because you all said you all were going to do it. If by chance you all have not done it, do you personally know of his situation? Troy, do you personally know of his situation? And do you personally know if he's telling the truth, if he's lying, or is he giving a mixture of both?
I personally know about Cashroy. I speak often. Up to yesterday, Cashroy and I was speaking. So I know of his situation. As he speaks, he's waiting on something from, I think it's the ministry or something, but he's waiting on something. But yes, we do speak, and we offer to go up there and visit his farm. Just that I was waiting on the okay from him to visit his farm.
Remember, he did say the consortium was helping him.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if Greg remember. He said that when he called one time.
But he's still there? Oh, I guess he gone. Yeah. The outrage should be from the buying public, and they should just leave these watermelon in the supermarkets. Leave them there and let them spoil. Because here we are with a ton load of watermelon, and ours is spoiling. I think they might need permission to bring in watermelon. I think when you bring in things, you will get some kind of permission from the ministry or something. I believe so. I could be wrong. Somebody could tell me how we go. So who's giving them the green light to bring in watermelon when we have our market saturated with local watermelon? And these are things that some people don't want you to point out, because we had the same situation with the tomatoes. Ton load of local tomatoes was dumped, while the supermarket was filled with imported tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's why that brings me to the point that I do not feel like the ministries are working together, because that might have been trade. Agriculture and trade, they should have been going hand in hand. That should have been, maybe it's trade, I don't know. I could be here speaking and things that I have little knowledge about, what somebody could correct me. But that could have been trade. So maybe the Minister of Agriculture trying his best, but he's just not getting the support from his colleagues. Maybe. I don't know. Somebody will got to point me into that direction, so I could say, well, okay. I mean, when I look at what's going on, And the consortium asks the ministry, let's sit down and work out things together. And so they will say yes and yes and yes and yes, but it never come true. It never, you know, you won't see that.
Do you get tired of fighting this fight, Troy?
No, I can't.
Okay. Just
As
making
long
sure.
as I know what I'm fighting for.
Okay.
I will not get away with doing it.
Okay, good stuff.
I'm fighting to the consortium actually started out fighting for the farming, and that's what we are all about. Fighting for the cause of the farming community. We ain't trying to be noise makers. We want to be problem solvers.
Because you spoke about the farmers losing money and probably potentially going bankrupt.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I know a lot of these farmers have families.
It's a fact. It is a fact. Wow. I mean, we almost to the end of this farming year, right? The farming actually just begin coming from September, October. That's when the farming yes probably starts. So we almost there to the end of this one here, right? The other one gonna pick up from there. Okay. And most farmers will tell you they have empty pocket to show. Wow. And it was a relatively wet year. It was hot, yes, but it had enough moisture in the year. We had rainfall for almost most of the year. Surprisingly, I don't know if you catch the farmers off guard or not, but surprisingly, it was a rather wet year. But for some reason, that the farmers still not able to take full advantage of it.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Farm Report.
Good morning. Kasha is here to defend the consortium to do the foolish.
All right, so.
The problem that we are having is that the members of the consortium has no seat at the head table. So they have no say. The permanent secretary and the minister of agriculture who destroy the consortium. At this present time, it's like even a fraction of the police force also. Because right now, as Troy mentioned, I think it's like, how could I'm waiting for a document from them to take to my lawyers and I can't. Well, during at this set point in time, I've been victimized by officers on call on the number 364. I'm not too certain of the other number. It's 19 and the next is either 8 or 9 behind the first 9. It's like I had to bypass St. Peter's police station and go to Bastille when this incident's happening here. How is it my water is being diverted into a next property? How is it the next person that's got his dogs up here? I don't understand. I can't understand it, Right now I'm at the breaking point, Since 2022, between September, October, Miguel Fleming visited my farm by the request of a journalist. I won't call her name. From here, I was promised all kind of things. Nothing materialized. An individual working in the Prime Minister's office spoke to Miguel Fleming concerning my fencing. Until now, we have that yet materialized. December of last year, Agriculture Department sent a bulldozer up here on my farm. They come it's Miguel Fleming saw what was taking place with the cattle breaking down my fence. They come up here December, push down the old fence that was there. And until now, the land had not yet been properly cleared. So when they dishing out all kind of things to farmers, I am excluded. The farmers are talking about murder. Let me tell you something, right? A man shoot me and kill me. I can't feel nothing else after. But when you are being tortured, that's the worst of it. That's the most deadliest of it. And I've been going through this not just now, since 1991. That tells you over 33 years ago. So then, hey, this thing here, Jamster, they promised me,
we don't want any more blood on the soil.
I don't wonder when that third or Friday, and because I want this thing to be cleared up, because I'm against the police, I'm going to make this perfectly clear. I got made that tase, whatever it was, by an island constable. Listen to me now. In his defense, accidentally it happened. He would have get a beating of his life. I stepped in.
I had to keep moving left and right, because I was attacking him on both sides. I was in the center and moving accidentally. I got made that taste, whatever it was. It was a headache in order for me to get glasses from them. Mind you, in defense of one of theirs. I can mention the next incident now. At a point in time, under the most recent administration, I was still left my farm because they decided I can't work in St. Kitts. I leave my farm. Come back up to set up my farm again. X amount of marijuana up in Milan. I went to the police station. They didn't stop me at all. I tell you, I got a lot of things going on against me, They're eating out and trying to eat me out for, Up at the defense force, Patrick Wallace and Coyote Sutton, who assisted me in getting him off Milan. Me and the police, I don't know why. Okay,
Mr. Tweed. We don't want no more blood on the land.
I have a comment here which I think kind of cuts to the heart of the matter. This person says, why don't the farmers turn to the neighboring islands to sell their produce? The Macana ferry now travels on a Saturday morning to Statia, Sabre, St. Martin, and Anguilla. Farmers can travel along or appoint a representative on each island. Is it easier said than done?
It is much easier said than done.
Okay.
I mean, you have to put proper structure in place. You wouldn't find a supermarket down in St. Martin going to come and take watermelon from you one half, and then the next week they can't get none. What will they tell the consumer? You understand? Yeah. So it's something we have to put in place. And that is where the energy at the 25 by 25 should have been going in setting up the proper infrastructure, that we could be as consistent as possible, that we could start to think about exporting. But first, we got to take care of our local market.
Let's squeeze in a few more calls. 9:35, Farm Report.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Jamster. Jamster, what's going on? I smell a conspiracy. From Farm Report, come on, y'all buffing like crazy over here. Your internet keeps shutting down. What's going on? The China shut up Troy?
Oh, Lord.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Conspiracy, man.
Wow.
I don't think so.
Let's hope it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I believe that.
But clear to, as you saw, some other people were saying the same thing. So I don't.
Yeah, it's okay to say. I mean, if you have somebody out there, like in St. Martin, and selling on the street corner, so that might be easy to work with. But to get into the supermarkets, and so they already have the routine going. They can't just interrupt the routine to fit us in. We have to come with something properly and present to them, so that they know going forward, we expect every week, whatsoever, every month, this shipment from St. Kitts.
We have another call. Caller, go ahead. Sorry about that. Try. 9:36. Caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
Troy, I work almost 19 years at the port. And anytime you have local onion, local produce, the hotels them and the Terry and them who was in charge, and the Donald Cable and Cookie Warner, a ban will go from customs to make sure that the local produce sell. But it look like it's do as you want now and do as you like. The farmers them ain't got no voice. One thing that recognized last night in the focus while we were debating, the Rasta man don't carry your argument to the government, the consortium. Carry your argument to the government. In the government, you must carry your argument done. They're talking all the time. I hear the program and Win FMD all the time. Don't do that with Natty. Get together and I demonstrate. People don't come. Because what we've seen is terrible. I can't believe them kind of watermelon in the ground and nobody paying attention. And youngster, the boat will go to St. Martin, they ain't got no holding space for cargo. All they got is for people, baggage. What they need is a boat. Get a boat. You understand that a boat down in the marina Port Center. Get a boat. We got good captain around. Get a boat. You got blinky go sail down there with these produce and help out the neighboring island. I want to pick up the caller who write in and say that, because this is how we're supposed to buy. I personally feel Samuel means well, but it's some fight
Right. Thank you. That's one thing you can start on fighting for, systematic change. You change the system as we do things. That if we're going to ship things off to neighboring island, we should have an idea what the capacity, what we all could do. Yeah, we should have an idea of that. So we should have an area that you bring everything. You clean them, you grade them and everything. So you know that from here, you have X amount of thousands a pound going out. Weekly, daily, or not. We can't, because one farmer got a whole field of melon, say, well, let's ship melon overseas. It doesn't work like that. Because the people overseas already have the program going on. You just ain't going to interrupt the program.
Yep. But is there no way to infiltrate the market, though, since we have an overstock here and we don't want it wasting again? I don't want your
I don't know what they coming from the government and what they can do. But as an individual farmer, it might become real difficult for me to any other farmer to get in the market.
Try quickly. Let me ask this. Some comments here. I mean, sometimes I wonder. Anyway. The comment here says, what did the farmer accomplish with that video? One, and Troy, you're a political activist, not a farmer. Nobody's taking you serious. I mean,
it's okay.
But comment on the first one. I mean, would you
I
say that?
On both.
What would you say? Would you say that? I mean, we're having a conversation.
What does the farmer exactly bring awareness that he have the capacity to produce, and now he produce. He have no way to sell his produce.
And then the same person says, instead this joker call a supermarket to arrange a business meeting to get a contract for his watermelons. He records a video to play politics.
But no, I just say comment on them, because that person will say that. I don't know who they are sitting, where they are sitting, and come up with that. I am saying that the supermarket know that there is a lot of local watermelon around. Supermarkets say that they are not buying local watermelon. That was said to farmers straight up to the face. We are not buying local watermelon.
Had they had problems with the local watermelon? That's why they don't intend to.
But they might have
the local watermelon.
I mean, who haven't cut a melon and get a problem with a melon? Sometimes you cut a melon and it might not be as sweet as you want it to be. You bring in melon from overseas, the same thing. You cut them and you go throw them away, same way too. Watermelon is something that you look at it and it look real nice. None of me eat good. Right?
Yeah.
So that being said, but if the infrastructure, if the proper mechanism was in place, that this is summer and watermelon do very well in the summer. It's a summer crop. This is the season for watermelon. Your supermarket, I will not allow you to bring in the watermelon at this point in time, because we know that this guy been farming like this for years, and he never had the problem that he facing today. And he tell you where the root of the problem come from, the 25 by 25, because other people who farming watermelon who never do watermelon before, they were encouraged to farm and encouraged to plant watermelon. And now their watermelon come in, his watermelon come in, and everybody watermelon come in. They have the market for it. You have nothing to do with whether you go to a supermarket. Let's look at it that we've been encouraged by the ministry to plant. In meetings, we say when we plant, what will happen to the market? They say, don't worry about the market. We will take care of that. That's why I'm encouraging him to carry them up the department. Because it was said that they will take care of the marketing. So carry them up there. Let them market them for you. Because they were told that they are responsible for the market. They will take care of the marketing. It's not you come here and you're trying to think, and with the person who talking about political activists or not. I am fighting on behalf of the farming community. Please get that in your head. Whether it is political or not, I am fighting on behalf of the farming community. Ask yourself the question, on whose behalf are you fighting for? But Troy Flanders is fighting on behalf of the farming community. Thanks for your recognition, and keep your comments coming. I think you'll strengthen my position.
Okay, Troy. Yeah, we have to leave it there. 9:43.
Wow.
Farm report. Great farm report, and we're getting a lot of calls. So clearly, you know,
I couldn't get farm, but I think I'll leave a small watermelon outside. So.
Yeah.
And some banana they need ripening. So
yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you, Troy.
And keep the faith. Okay, so let's take a quick break and then I'll come back.
Found the sound 98.9 Win FM.
Buster, pour it up, need the thirst quencher in my cup. If you have one, hold it up and say, Buster put the colors in my life. Refreshing and nice, and I drink that what we like. Buster, you're full of vibes, living full color. And I'm black and white, we do what we like. We live to enjoy life. Buster, pour it up, different flavor. Load it up. If you have one, hold it up and say, Buster put the colors in my life.
Hey, good day when we're back, and yeah, we just had a farm report. We are winding down on this morning's program. It was a bit heavy, given the fact that the shooting incident, given the fact that so many things are happening within our federation. The number of homicides, they have escalated, and you're seeing messages around that are suggesting that more is to come, and it's really unfortunate.
You see, and that's sad, right? Because on Sunday, after I heard of the murder in the morning, I said, why does St. Kitts feel like this? Extremely quiet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we hear when there is sudden peace, then up comes destruction, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the heaviness has not lifted, and it continues to bear down. And I see people saying, they're institutions and organizations, but the churches are quiet because of political reasons, etc., etc. So churches, if you're listening, we have to stand up for what is right. I know prayer is our biggest weapon at this time, and we have to get on our knees, as Cleo said, in our prayer closets. If it comes to a march, we had the Jesus in the Streets march. I don't want to say anything out of turn, but I just need us to pray. Prayer is very effective. For those of us that pray and will have seen signs, wonders, and miracles, we can continue to do it. And I just hope that all the parties put their heads together, work together. It is a societal problem. I see in Antigua where the Rastafarian community is saying it's a societal problem, and they're urging everybody to come together to sort out what is happening over there in Antigua. Antigua is not too far from us at all. It's a 15-minute flight. So maybe we can have the same approach. All the sex, the bodies, everything that we have in this federation can come together for a common good. We just need to help curb what is happening.
A comment just came in, which I think kind of dovetails the two main topics we've been discussing this morning.
Yeah.
It says, if y'all don't take local farming serious, more people will die from disease than those that die by the hand of men. So, definitely comments on the two main topics this morning. I'm really saddened this. Honestly, I'm not really. I'm really saddened today. I mean, and I'm really that kind of thinking. That comment concerning farm report. I mean, what is it about people that you point out an issue? You point out an issue that needs correcting, and people have a problem with that. Oh, you're being political. I don't understand it.
It's a way of saying, be quiet. You ought not to speak, and it is something I think that it's unfortunate. And as you look at it, we have grown accustomed to hiding our voice, in not being heard, in whispering among ourselves, and not saying anything, even though it is clear that something needs to be said. I don't know, boy.
Let's take this call. Call or go right ahead.
Hello?
Hey.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. McMahon.
Yes. I'm calling to say
I'm
something.
Gregory. I almost.
Mr. McMahon will get you.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to say that, and let me be quick as possible. First of all, when we interpret something, we must do so based upon the context. As was said, when Jesus told Peter to put back his sword, it is very interesting. If Jesus had wanted to tell him, hey, have nothing to do with sword, having them is wrong. Why didn't Jesus tell Peter to get rid of it, to destroy it, rather than put it back up?
You think Jesus
The
knew?
reason why, because that was not the time for it. Jesus was telling them he have to go to the cross to die, to save sinners from their sins. And Peter decided, no, not you.
Gregory,
Hello?
we're not talking about, we're talking about, in that instance, were there laws to prevent persons from carrying swords? Did Jesus
Yes, the Roman law forbid non-Roman citizens from carrying any kind of weapons.
And so okay then. So you recognize you recognize that there was a law that forbid then. Good.
Yes.
So there too there are laws here that
Peter for carrying swords.
there are laws here that forbid carrying illegal firearms, illegal ammunition, illegal guns. We need to be even more vigilant when it comes to our borders, because we don't produce guns here. You understand, Gregory?
Yeah, but could I clear up something? Because men go all the time. I just
Neither do I.
Neither do we.
Because we almost out of time.
Yes, Gregory, we don't.
But quickly, I would like to say, is that when Jesus said, "He who lives by the sword shall die by the sword," he was not mean that there is not, you can't use it defensively. He was meaning that do not use it in disharmony with the word. Do not use it in a way that is contrary to the word of God. Because when you do that, you are not putting your trust in God. You're putting your trust in your weapons, in your smart, whatever.
Okay, we will agree to disagree. I mean, as we continue to support the fact that everybody needs to carry a gun, and there should not be no restriction to people carrying gun. We've seen where people have used, where persons have used those same guns to commit heinous crimes. Persons who don't have legal firearms.
Okay, he's gone. Yeah, so 8 minutes to 10.
You see, with Gregory's position, Gregory feels that anybody and everybody should be carrying a gun.
So, and his thing is, people knowing that you have a gun, they're not going to commit it. But imagine me and you walking on the road. I know you have a gun. I have a gun. Do you really think I'm afraid of you?
And then with the ease of having guns and ammunition, you just take someone to be angry,
exactly, to
upset,
use the gun,
and then lose their cool.
I don't think when it comes to this and Gregory peddling this, everyone should be armed situation. This don't make any sense to me and a lot of other persons. This is not the Wild Wild West. Even in the States, people are screened before they get guns. Some of the kids, as we see, that use the gun to commit the crime, it was their parents that wasn't secured properly. But everybody has to be screened. They don't just call a criminal off the street and say, here, you need a gun because you're in a gang and people are running you down. They don't do that in the U.S. Most of these criminals, when they're caught, I used to watch this show called 40 Hours when I used to watch TV. And most of them, the guns were illegal. They were either permitted, they were on probation for previous offenses of having illegal guns, and they get illegal guns again. Because they're not qualified to get a licensed firearm. So what is Gregory talking about?
Gregory believes that everyone should have guns. Everyone should have a gun.
And people still won't be afraid of each other. Bearing in mind that everyone has a gun. Because they can use it against each other. That doesn't make sense, Gregory. And Peter was a fisherman. He had a right to have his little knife. And you really think Jesus knew he had that? You really... Yeah, the Lord is all-knowing, but you really think Jesus wanted him to pull that out to defend him? The Lord can defend himself.
You know, so many things to discuss. I just thought it was interesting that Antigua has only had 10 murders so far for the year. And yet, granted, I did hear that people had to goad the Evangelical Association to speak out, but the point is they spoke out.
Yep.
We've had
versus we have 25.
Yeah, we've had
and I don't know.
And you see the level of seriousness that, I mean, his rhetoric usually ain't my favorite, but
Gaston?
Yeah, but he means that he's gonna get it done.
Yeah.
The other
let
thing,
them know he's not afraid of them.
The other issue I thought about was me and my wife were discussing last
And
night
he didn't wait until, as you say, it's 10. He didn't wait until it passed 10, 20, 25. And
exactly,
this is Antigua and Barbuda.
10. I was shocked when I just discovered it was 10.
Their population is over 100,000.
I said it's only 10?
It's over 100,000.
It's
and
not
look at the reaction at 10.
Yeah.
And we don't even have that reaction now, I feel, in my opinion, at 25.
Yeah, someone is asking. The population is about between 90 and 100,000. Between 80 and 100,000.
Yeah, because Antigua is
I
bigger
think it's
than
close to
St. Kitts
100,000.
Yeah. Okay. And then the thing me and my wife were discussing last night was, when you think about that, the 15-year-old girl, what is she... How was it this morning? What was she doing out at 3? Why is a 15-year-old out at 3 a.m.
Scratch
in the
his
morning?
head. Our parents wasn't playing back in that
Exactly.
day.
There's so many things.
And that's why we say everything begins at home. It's a societal problem. Society. We're not blaming just one person. Everything begins at home. As Azard said, parents know their kids are into stuff and they condone it. And they hide it. They prevent this. They prevent that. So they have to help us so we can help them.
Yeah, actually dovetails with something I had actually wanted to talk about in addition to the math grades. And so it's all kind of related.
Yeah.
I mean, what is a 15-year-old doing out at 3? Because they said that was the last time they saw. And I'm like... Azard, when I was
lady at that.
Azard, when I was 17, 18, my mother watched me with her forwardness and tell me don't let 4 o'clock meet me. I'm in 5th form.
Your mommy should get you.
And 4th form, and my mother watched me with her forwardness. I hope she's listening. Watch me with her forwardness and tell me don't let 4 o'clock meet me out the yard. Meanwhile, a 15-year-old, and I see this all the time during Carnival. I see 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds.
Listen, and it has gotten worse.
What are these people doing
I never saw
out?
those kids out that late. I don't even be out that late. And when I go out and I see them, I'm like, why is this child out here?
Yes.
Even why are they dressed like this too? Because the dressing is an excess. I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
tired.
yes.
Tired
The
of
sexual, the
Of
the
these
early
lit
sexualization.
young girls, and this is why we have these
tops and.
problems.
Have you seen the, what do you call that, when they go on the bridge? Is it bridge or would they go on the near to the pier? On the...
You mean where all the flags are now?
No.
Oh, you mean...
Where?
When you were talking about carnival and the parties. When they go on, they line up on the pier, on the wall.
Oh, boy.
Which pier?
Yes. Have you not seen the videos? When they have
It
carnivals,
seems like a thing
it's
now
a trend in the
everything. It's a
federation.
trend.
They climb up on the, like in Ghana we call it seawall, but the walls that prevent the water from coming in. Both in Nevis where they have the flags, and then out here on the Bay Road. Yeah, we live in a
They climb up on the
lost
rocks
society.
and just
gyrate.
They gyrate, they bend over.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's bad. It's
and
bad.
that's how it is.
Even the clown costumes. That's what I'm saying. Why the clown? Yeah, it was always hot. It may not have been that hot before, but you had to guess. I would have said it's Azard behind that is Jam. So behind it, you had to guess. Is at the end of the day when these people going home, they lift up the mask to get some air. And that stuff not down. Now the clown costumes are halfway down.
It's skimpy.
No, it is still a full costume, but it's halfway down. And all you see is sports bra or beach bra or carnival bra. Yeah, it's crazy.
We have a caller.
You see, some of the things that we do, we believe that we do them and they forgotten.
Yes.
But our action has consequence. When you sow a seed, expect it to grow into harvest. The thing that the farmer was speaking about, you see the effect of what Central Marketing Corporation lost of it have on the farmers today? Have we had that mechanism in place today? We would not have been arguing about all these watermelon because they would have had all the mechanism in place to handle that. Things that we do in the past will come back to affect us. We have to fix things now going forward. Like they have the wall in Nevis where they shove back and push back. There's result for that. There's after effect. Everything you do, nobody get away. Everybody going to pay the penalty. Do the right thing. It's never too late to do good. That's all I will say about the matter for now. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your call. Guess we can.
Got one more minute.
Yeah.
You have an next caller, Jamsa?
Not at the moment.
Yeah. We want to just pray for everyone out there who are listening. We want to say thank you and pray for your safety. You know,
you want to squeeze in one more?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's two, but let's take one. Caller, go right ahead.
Yeah, hello, Jamso and everybody there.
Hey,
yes.
Hey, Culture.
Hey, Culture. What's
Yeah,
up?
the good gentleman there before me said it all. 1975, Mr. Bradshaw built Simako building up on Spatial to accommodate people with the product. They could carry them there in bulk, and then Simako would retail them. But smart people come in and sell the marketing building, so the farmers do not have any place to stock their goods. That is why the goods stay back on the hand and spoil. And then if the Ministry of Agriculture had any concern and love for the same farming what they like to talk about, they would have made sure that there is a place for the farmers to secure the goods and go back in the ground and do their work, and then they will get the marketing overseas to buy these things. But they don't care. They care about themselves and filling up the long pocket and going and playing. And when they campaign to get in there, that is not the thing the campaign and say that they're going to do. They say they're going to help here and help there. But where is the help? Now, what's happening to this country here with our... Don't forget, you cannot go up on ZZ national radio station, anybody go up there, unless you're going to be able to talk labor. But that same radio station can advertise a man come here with the niggermancy, he up your business, telling you he could bring back your husband and wife who gone from you and weed palm and tell this and that. All them kind of demonism-led organization in this country. Over and over the country. All that is what keeping down the country and causing this blood to shed. Too much of niggermancy. The Bible say, preach the gospel. We get to who it hurt. Let God have his way. Don't be fearful of talking the truth. As long as you're not going to be liable to get lawsuit, speak the truth. Who he hurt. Jesus went on the cross for us. And what he went up there to do, he never had to do it. And that and all hurt people. So what around here and what wouldn't hurt them? Speak the truth. When you're going to have a demon up head leading the country, what we expect? They need to get rid of that. And when they're going to get marching in the street, about marching for Jesus and jamming and banging, all this kind of foolishness. What the result come from that? That was worldly affair. They don't need that. Preach the Bible, man. Let the Bible have its way. Thank you, folks.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a notice here, a water services interruption notice. The St. Kitts Water Services Department wishes to inform the general public of an operational issue resulting in an interruption in water service in St. Paul's on Wednesday, August 21. The WSD team estimates service restoration at 5 a.m. on Thursday, August 22. WSD understands the impact this may have on your daily activities, and they're assuring you that their team is working diligently to restore service as quickly as possible. So water services will be, they're probably interrupted at the moment in St. Paul's, and they should have the water service back by tomorrow, 5 a.m. Thursday. So just letting people know. Also, don't forget to join me afternoons, 1:30 to 6 for the CPL 2024 sponsored spin cycle, the nation's best mix of music. You're not going to hear this music anywhere else. So I'll take pains to stress that. You guys wondering about the games? The games start on August 31st in St. Kitts and the 29th in Antigua. The website is CPLT20.com. What are you laughing at, Azard? What are you laughing?
I'm going to tell you after the break.
Oh, okay.
After
the done for today, Azard.
I don't think, yeah. I can tell you after this one.
Please do.
We need a little laugh because this morning was just,
I was thinking your ad,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
How you said your ad, you're not going to hear this anywhere else.
But it's
you're
true.
not going to hear. I was thinking that something that former President Trump will be saying on this campaign.
That's terrible. So I'm Trumpian now. That's not good. That's not good. That is the ultimate insult.
That's what I'm telling you after this show.
Oh my God.
It like you remind me of it.
We didn't even get to talk about last night. But I guess we could do that tomorrow.
Yes.
Really good speeches from Michelle and Kamala's husband and Obama. So, but we talk about that tomorrow.
No problem.
Okay. 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. That's going to do it for today's edition of Island Tea.
Tea time, calling night, noon and morning. Tasty biscuit, just can't resist it. Tea time, calling night, noon and morning. Tasty biscuit, just can't.